I couldn't put my finger on it, but it was something about my flexion horrifying. I mean, Blue Lives Matter is horrifying.
Nah.
It's an inside joke. All right, shut up. All right. How y'all doing, JCs? It's your boy Joshua. Welcome back. Twitch, Twitter, come on, bruh. It's on there. Shout out the homie Balcony, my balcony. She was getting hoed by the YouTube comment section. That's for sure. Don't worry, I seen your comments, cause yeah, you were getting hoed. But yeah, she was pretty much advising that this game, you can die in this game. There's gonna be some fights or situations that's gonna happen if I don't do it correctly. I guess I will die and maybe I'll lose all my information. I don't know. And she also said to save a lot, so that's something that I'm going to do. So that's where we left off, bro. We got a lot of save options. Hopefully I don't run out of them, but I be saving a lot. All right, last where we left off, the weird brothers, low-key Jonas brothers, they out here being weird. So they're trying to figure out if we have developed some type of power from the cut and tail, but I'm like, bro, get off of me, bro. Also, I would like to make a real quick pause. If you guys hear the audio, the game background audio, it sounds like there's two audios. I did not know this at the time of recording it, but for like the first few minutes of the gameplay, I had two games open of Ebon Light, so the menu music's still playing and the actual music that's supposed to play. So my bad, y'all. You're gonna have to bear with it for a few more minutes. Now, his brother, Ernol, seems more composed, well-mannered, smart, better than the other brother. So let's try to talk to him. He wasn't paying attention to me, still watching the space where Heron had disappeared. It seemed he was considerably less interested in me than his brother had been. That was a bit of a relief. Your name is Ernol? Surprised, he looked back at me. What you mean, bro? I was just listening to conversations. What you mean by that look, bro? Yes. Okay. Silence hung over us for a second. You are Akila. Dang. So soft-spoken, bro. You gonna drop an album with that soft-spoken voice? Porter Robinson looking, he might hire you for a track or something. Dang. What more do you know of the cut and tell? Is your brother gonna be I don't care about your brother. Let me save right here. Now I'm like paranoid because I'm like, I gotta save every 3 seconds. Can you tell me more about the Onyx Chandler? Yeah, okay, so the Onyx Chandler wants us for a specific reason. I don't know what. I guess since we got the cut and tell, that's it. What do you do? I don't care about you. We care about this and this. What do you know about the cut and tell? Can you tell me more about the cut and tell, Ernol? Why do you ask? I was curious. Strange thing to ask. It seemed like he wasn't going to answer. Man, that's all. That's literally all for you, bro. Seems like you know the Onyx Chandler. Do I? I do. We've known each other for years. If you're hoping to gain insight on what he wants with you, you'll be disappointed. All right, I'm out. I'm out. He keeps his motivations to himself? He does. Not Onyx. Onyx is a freak. He's a loser. Not always, but my loyalty is certainly not with you. I'm not. What did I do? Yeah, what did I do? What have I done? You've done nothing to me. All I know is your entanglement with the cut and tell. A rare, almost mythical, and incredible, valuable substance precious to my people, allegedly in your human belly. I don't know you. I don't trust you. I don't like what you represent either. You're... Wait, no, please, no. I'm sorry y'all had to see that. Man, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even want to finish editing this video. Is your brother going to be I don't care about you. What do you do? Man, that's all. Well, might as well, screw it, whatever. We'll see what we can get from that. What is it you do aboard the ship? You do aboard the ship. I don't know if that's a good sentencing or not. Y'all let me know. Why not? I haven't had the chance to talk to many of you, and you at least speak the same language I do. I don't mess with this dude. He is racist. I am a soldier. We all are. I am currently tasked with assisting the ship's quartermaster. It's not exciting. What were you doing near Edric? I can't tell you that. Then he sighed. All right. That's all. I don't care about you, bro. I'll leave you alone then. He nodded and wasted no time to going on his way. Yeah, better. Man, fade it to black. What's wrong with you? Get out of my face, racist. freaking Mr. Sism here. The strangeness began that night. I settled in my hammock and began to drift off to sleep when the cold hand seized hold of my lungs. They squeezed sudden and tight. My eyes flew open, but it was all I saw was the dark and all the light was gone. They're trying to kill me! I wanted to cry out. I didn't seem to be able. I lost my voice. No. I lost my throat. Panic was there, bubbling under my ribs, but on the surface I was calm. My eyes were open, searching the blackness, eagerly waiting for the page to turn. But after that, I don't remember. I fell asleep, I think. Then we were arriving. We were home, but not my home. We had arrived in Gilead. Hopefully I'm saying these names correctly. Is she going to sleep? Is that to sleep? Is that NyQuil knocking her out or someone else? Around me, the elves spoke excitedly. They were happy their journey was at an end. A long time must have passed, but I had no memory of it. My body was heavy, and I wondered if I'd ever actually left the hammock. I felt concerned, but the worry was still dull in my back of my mind. Questions formed slowly. How did I know it was the morning? How did I know we had arrived at our destination? I had been asleep, or had I just forgotten? Whoa, watch the hard R, bud. Gingerly stretched my legs and arms and slowly opened my eyes to the warm glow of lanterns. The weight I felt began to drain away. Despite my long and curious rest, I seemed to be waking quickly. I noticed some of the elves in the hammocks near me grew quiet. They began to stare. I was attracting more attention now than I had when I first arrived. What the? Why is there two music playing at the same time? Bro, who call the audio engineer? What is he doing right now? You are slacking. You hear the two music, bro? Hold up. I just saved. I'm gonna exit real quick. Maybe it's glitched or something. You know what? I did double click the freaking game. Smile, ignore. I don't think they want to smile from me. Shut up. Leave me alone. I turned my face from them. Yeah, I don't want to look at you uglies. Don't forget, I got box cutters. How you like your ear line up? I had, after all, considerably more pressing matters to attend. I began walking toward the stairs leading onto the deck. Bro, this better be bad and bougie. Because if not, you're gonna have to leave me off of bad and bougie because I don't want to see how bad and bougie looking like. Because this is not bad and bougie. But worse, the world began to sway. A slow, sticky pendulum. The elves formed in a line behind me, urged me forward, caught in the busy fray of the soldiers eager to disembark. Press on, stay still. Bro, hold up, let me save, because I'm about to make some niggas mad, bro. I don't like, bro, stop being so rude to the girl. I'ma stay still. What's up? Bro, I gotta build my compendium anyway. I gotta build my daring, my might, my charity. Despite the elves, I focused instead on dissecting my situation. I couldn't move my legs, and even my arms felt slow and heavy. At least my arms I could still move. I waved my left arm in front of me, then my right. Then I traced the contours of the elves pushing their bodies impatiently around me, and I watched them with amaze as their forms moved at a different pace than I did. Was I faster or slower? I was just unaligned. Okay, call out for help. Experiment. What does this mean? All right, so I'm searching up right now. Reverie Ebon light walkthrough. I guess this is the link that balcony you sent me. A part of me honestly don't want to use a guide because then I feel like it would ruin the experience for me to try this out on my own. But also another part of me is like, I don't want to die. I don't want to have a bad ending, so I want to like at least know what I'm doing. But all right, call out for help. I'm not gonna call out for help, bro. Ignoring the elves around me, I moved my right arm to the top of my legs and pressed my thigh. I had a attempt of prodding my legs into waking. The elves became increasingly restless, moving with the rising aggression around me. They would make to shove me, but I barely moved. I was not heavy only to myself. I didn't concern myself with them over much. I continued to prod my legs, trying to arouse them. I felt my thighs tighten, burst alive, and I was back in control, awake again. Girl, can you just walk? Jesus. All right, let's get up in here, man. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. Once aboard the deck, I moved as fast as I dared the rail, eager to be out of the way if my legs locked up again. I stayed there for a while, until Lacey found me. What do you want, bruh? Human. It's time to go ashore. I'm having trouble moving. Is that so? Okay, so she really can't move. Bro, I ran out of tissues. He obviously didn't believe me. I truly am. Everything feels wrong. Then I'll carry you. Don't you dare. Lasiaga. Ooh, beef time. Who ordered roast beef? Vadane approached the two of us nearby, his icy stare fixed on Lacey. Lacey exhaled a deeply annoyed sigh. Vadane, not right now. Belay your instinct to coddle the weak and helpless until I get her ashore. If dealing with her causes you such frustration, Lisiaga, I would gladly escort her to Dualai myself. Would you do that for me? Hand her over and collect my game? Jialing, man. She doesn't need your help. She is a Galilean superpower and newly becoming after all. Galilean superpower? Okay, so are you saying, does this confirm the fact that cut and tell is a power that can be used? I felt the commander's strong grip as she pulled me against an armored body. The Onyx Chandler is waiting at the dock, Commander. Thank you. Shut up, Lacey. Despite it all, hearing the commander call him Lacey put a grin on my face. Dang, I could feel him scowling. I don't know why you grinning. Your lips are gonna be bleeding if you move them chapped lips any higher. As we departed the bastion, I found myself hoping the mysterious symptoms will clear. Perhaps the sway of the ocean was I don't read! I mean, I do read, but me somehow. Perhaps was I seasick? Seasick. That's all. Nah, it's just the powers that be at this weird island. I messed with Vadane, bruh. He was there to help me out. Listen, human. I don't know what Dualai has prepared for you. And it's true, he's more powerful than he should be. All y'all are powerful, but I'm more powerful because I'm the main character. But he doesn't have proper authority, and he's not the only one interested in you or the cut and tell. It's not possible to stand against him. Do you understand? Good. Why are you looking at me? You should be looking at her. And get her some freaking Vaseline. Do you understand? And the woman ate the cut and tell. And he. Good luck. Dulai. Ugh! What the freak? Look like you about to transform into a big old horse. Thank you, Lasiaga. Your well wishes mean a great deal. I heard a small clink as Lacey was passed a small bag from a man with blindly blonde hair. When had blonde ever blinded me before? What exactly was his hair made of? Erno, what the freak? Oh, here comes Mr. Cockrider. What are you thinking? What are you going to do with her? You know that you can't. Shh. Erno, wait a second. We haven't introduced ourselves. Dang, hush mode. Hush, puppy. Welcome to Kalia, Miss Akila. It is truly a pleasure. I am Dualai Lashurst, or the Onyx Chandler, as you may have heard. Okay, let's read about you. Promise that you will sing about me? No, I won't sing about you, you trap. When are we gonna upgrade our fit, bro? Golly, you just ugly clothing. It is a notion of many young Galilean soldiers that their dark world runs slowly on the sway of their sword. Dualai is an esteemed figure, unique in his status among generals, tacticians, and sword. Oh! He has spent many long years cultivating trade lines and pumping blood into Galilean's economy, an uphill battle if ever there was in one place such as this. It would take relentless, tenacious cunning, determined to succeed, and Delia has splendidly. He's very wealthy, very well connected, and highly suspect. Yeah, he highly sus, all right. Why my man's heart like that? What does that heart mean? They all have a heart, which is weird. What does that mean? The only one that doesn't have a heart is this dude and Vanya. So is it like only the elves got hearts? Kalipoa helped me steady myself. She lingered a moment until she was satisfied I could hold myself up on my own. Then she gave me an encouraging smile and busily went on her way. Bro, I do not feel comfortable sleeping next to you racist. You are the Onyx Chandler. Whoa. 3 centimeters only. You ran out. Don't do it again. Yes, again. It's a pleasure. You and I have much to You and I have much to discuss. Your hair. Oh, yes. It will make easy for you here. I'm easy to find in a crowd. It's like looking into the sun. What's wrong with me? Or is there something wrong with him? Bro, he's a freak. The trip took a toll on you, Akila. Let's get you indoors. No! What's next? Bourbon? Henny? A little help, Erno? My brother would much prefer to assist you with this. Dualai. Bro, why does he not like me, bro? Like, what is up with you, dude? I thought you were better than this. No, wait. I'm not going anywhere with you. Whoa, Akila, you can't say that in enemy territory. Oh, Well, I have no interest in forcing you. Oh, what is that look? But I do believe I'm the only one that can really help you with our unfortunate predicament. You recall you ate my prize? Whoa. I didn't do that on purpose. I expect not. He chuckles in dry humor while Erno sighs. If you did, you would not be here. Not like this, would you? How would I be? Best not dwell on that. With the ordeal you've been through, I'm not lacking compassion. Out some small isolated village, the world spun out from beneath you. I didn't even know the world was spinning. Bro, are you a flat earth believer? Oh, great. Get the Bible, rebuke this woman. The world is spinning, manhandled and corralled by the likes of Siliciaga and then the careless isles of mine. You probably can't tell up from down. I've eaten an ancient Galilean poison that's weighing my body down, making the world spin, and your hair set aflame so blinding I can barely look at you. She's kind of shaking if you guys see that. Is that so? That sounds terrible. And what a poor first impression. Then let me remind you, dear human, I can help you. Bro, don't. No. For what would be this price? Why would you want to? In complete honesty, Miss Kyla, I prayed a great deal to track down the cut and tail you ignorantly consumed. See, you guys are the ignorant ones. I said I didn't mean to. All that is left to do is study its effects on you. And that is why you had Lacey drag me here, whether I liked it or not. What gives you the right to do that? You kidnapped me. You could say that. But you could also say that I saved you. If the cut and tail has something unfavorably stored in store for you, here is the only place to be if you wish to survive it. What the cut and tail is it really a poison? Is it a superpower? What is it? Further, I am far from the only person who's interested in the cut and tail. Others may be less gentle. You're quite in a lot of danger, I'm afraid. I won't pretend to be altruistic. Of course, I seek selfish gains, but consider that this transparency is much more you'll get from anyone else who would, and they will seek to use you. Okay, you kind of spitting, I'm not gonna lie, bro, but don't spit on me, bro. I don't want your pink makeup. Where else could I go? Quite a few elves aboard the ship. There had been Vading, eager to help. Heron seemed to suggest I had another option with him. You're telling me I gotta go with Heron, bro? I'm going with Vading. What you mean? Where were they? Where was I? It feels like Heron knows more about the cut and tail and like what it could do, so we could get tech, but then I feel like if we're gonna pick a big option like this, I'd rather go with someone I trust off bat, which is Vading, but I don't know. Why did the colors all become so blinding? And why was the world spinning? So she's tripping out right now. Why was I heavy? Why couldn't I remember? Kyla? Erno sighed. There she goes. Let's just add this to the long list of favors you owe me, Dulai. Oh, she dropped, bro. She dropped to hell. What the heck? Let's take her inside. I don't like how you use that tone on me, bro. Even though I use the tone on me. Bruh. But right when, do you think so? You're so, I can hear muffled voices. They weren't that far, but they were speaking through perhaps a door. I lay somewhere soft, my body snugly sunk into cushions. I kept my eyes shut. Certainly not judgmental. Well, he's in love. That is, who's in love? Heron with me? The weight from before was gone, but I was nervous if I tried to move, and I couldn't. Or what if I could move, only for the weight to come back again? I wasn't even entirely sure I was alive. The ship was lost long before the voices seemed to be moving. Closer, I think. What the heck? Hello? As I lay still, a great wave of sleepiness took a hold of me. I was losing my grip on the consciousness again. Of course I was. Fight it. Sleep. I'm a fighter. I willed my strength and determination and struggled against sleep. The overwhelming drowsiness grew more desperate, but I still struggled to maintain awareness. He is an ambitious man. He's not going to end there. Why? And all the time he's had control. Why would he? The voices were getting closer. I'm waking up. They're having a spicy conversation. Did Kyla move? Had I tried to move your... Oh, yo. Okay, so this is a moment and chance where we can snoop and then they won't know that I'm awake. Hold up. I stayed perfectly still, set to listen and assess for as long as I could. Yes, let's fight the sleep and not move. Any advantage I could form over these elves, the better. I didn't see anything. Optimistic of me, I guess. Concerned, she's not writhing in pain. I better than I was expecting. Maybe she is in pain and we can't tell. We're not going to learn anything from her if she never stays awake. Then try to wake her. No, Ailare said to let her rest. It's not as though Ailare knows any more about what's going on than we do. I tried to listen longer, but the voices moved away again, and staying still as I was had allowed the drowsiness to take hold. Just a little more sleep. That's the consequence we get for trying to listen. Okay, so there's a girl named Ailare, and I don't know if it's a girl or a man, who knows. I sat up and found myself in a dark room. My heart was pounding. I felt cold and very hungry. It seemed to be in a bedroom. There was a window nearby. Outside, I could see the night sky. I was wearing something silky and soft. What the heck? Noise level. Ooh, what's up? I'm really looking like a white mom. What the freak? Okay, so they changed my clothes. Can I change back? I can change back. I woke up in this. It's very soft. I want this. What is this? We'll keep it on there since we don't really wear much. All right. When they gonna put some drip on my girl? I climbed out of bed and laid my bare feet on the cold floor. Okay, so we got some options, y'all. We have this noise level to 0, so I'm assuming if we make any noise, they'll know that I'm awake. So maybe we can snoop around or something. Search the bedroom, go to the window, leave the bedroom, attempt to get back in bed. Let's search the bedroom. Let's see what we got. The room I was in was pristine and extravagantly decorated. Okay, I was worlds away from Aunt Vanya's hut in Edric. There was a dresser, a nightstand, and a dressing table with multiple narrow drawers. Examine the dresser. What we got in the dresser? Let's get every tech we can get. I ran my hand across the surface of the dresser, a soft, delicate wood. That's not how you loot. My hand fell to the handle of the drawer, and I gave a gentle tug. The drawer gave a quiet thump. It was locked. I couldn't see or feel a place for a key. It was perhaps locked away another way. Oh, that didn't make any noise though. Force it open. Insufficient tenacity. Oh, I need to, well, I don't want to make any noise because I feel like if I force it open, it's going to make some noise. I'm going to leave it alone. I want to look for other stuff. Search the nightstand. Let's see what we got on there. The small nightstand near the bed was made up of stone and glass. The glass was colored, shining in the moonlight. Ain't the nightstand right here though? There was a strip of parchment stained with a single drop of blood, pinned underneath a heavy lantern. What the frick? Let me take that parchment real quick. Oh, I made noise. Taking the parchment makes noise, but not the freaking opening the dresser. The parchment was snugly caught underneath the lantern. Forcing the parchment out caused the lantern to slide, loud and quiet. Dang it, hopefully nobody woke up. You know them long ears, you know what I'm saying? We can always save it if we ever want to go back. I mean, I doubt it. I don't think we alarmed anybody. I opened the parchment carefully not to touch the drop of blood, and there was writing within that I, of course, could not decipher. We need to learn their language next. I folded the parchment into smaller square and kept it with me. Okay, bad. All right, we got that though. Examine the room's artwork. Okay. All right, I took some time to examine the room's artwork. There were statues and statuettes on most of the surfaces, the walls covered in paintings. Even the draperies seemed to tell a story. I noticed that each extravagant piece was deceptive at first, but the pieces seemed grand and happy, but only until I looked at them closer. Then they became morbid and sinister. Eye of the beholder, perhaps. Okay, that's creepy, but interesting. What is that? Search the bedroom, leave the bedroom, go to the window. Search the bedroom again. All right, so we pretty much looked everywhere. Might as well just grab what we got in the dressing table. I glanced briefly at my reflection. I looked foreign to myself. Cheeks puffy, eyes dewy. I'd been sleeping for a long time. Look, I made you crack cocaine for a reason. You about to turn into a night elf. Examine self closer. Why we need to do that? I know I'm ugly. I leaned closer to get a better look at my face. Sometimes I don't even be looking at the mirror. I'm like, look, I know I'm ugly. Shoot. You ain't gotta tell me twice, mirror. I couldn't put my finger on it, but it was something about my reflection horrifying. I mean, Blue Lives Matter is horrifying.
Nah.
It's an inside joke. All right, shut up. All right. But the foreign gown I was wearing, nor the light perfume coming from my newly combed hair, not the puffiness in my face. Bro, where's your... I touched my cheek, watching myself in the mirror. Okay. I felt warm, normal, alive. Okay. Oh, what the... Yo! I made noise. What the frick is this? Oh, that's my noise meter. Bruh. I held my breath and stared intently in the mirror. willing what I just seen to happen again. Bro, what is that? Is that the cut and tell? Is that my powers coming in? Nothing happened, and eventually I resolved to continue my search. Search the vanity compartments. Yeah, let me do that. The vanity's top was littered with small painted porcelain containers and black boxes. I opened a few of the porcelain lids, potpourri, powders, creams, makeup. Bro, what they think? I need Vaseline, not makeup. The boxes contained a little of interest. Combs, hairpins. One comb did catch my eye, not because it was especially pretty, because the metal teeth looked particularly sharp and solid. Oh, keep that. Keep that. Put the comb in your hair. Yeah, let's do that. How does that make a noise? It's just combing my hair. It's not that loud. I fished the comb out of the box and I found it. Oh, maybe the pins and the pushing out the comb of the box made a noise. Then I put the comb in my hair and continued my search elsewhere. Look somewhere else. Go to the window. Let's go to the window. I approached the room window, peered outside. There was a garden, a low fence, and beyond that, a city street. What could I see of the city in the moonlight? It was overwhelming, towering, dark spires stretching toward the night sky, the highest of which disappeared completely into the sky. The window itself was latched shut. It would be easy to open. Do we want to open it? Might as well. It's gonna make noise, who cares? I unlatched the window and guiding it to a gentle swing open. The night air pushed in with an unexpected force. It was windier outside than I realized. I gripped the windowsill and leaned outside the room, briefly considering running out of the city. But no, not in this nightgown. It's far too cold, and it was far too unknown. Who's to say what's out there and was safer than what's in here? When I leaned back inside, I noticed that I put my hand in some sort of sticky residue. It was dark, like sap, in the house, in a room so utterly pristine, it was suspiciously out of place. What the frick is it? Curious. Perhaps I should close the window, though it would be probably trickier to shut it quietly than it had been open quietly. Man, we're gonna leave a demon and let the demon come in and eat my neck. Leave it open. I decided to leave it open. All right. Plus it might be an escape route. I don't know. Let's see. What was that sticky residue she was talking about? She was talking about. Okay, let's see. Can we search the room for other stuff? All right, let's leave the bedroom. Let's see if we can do that. I'm already gonna make noise anyway, so why does it matter? The bedroom was unlocked and opened mercifully without a creak. Outside the bed, I found myself in a hall. Hold up. Do we have... Okay, we got that sharp comb. Cool. So just in case we gotta stab a hoe. They call me smack a hoe and stab a hoe. Outside the bedroom, I found myself in a hall that extended far both to my left and right. I could see a faint light coming from somewhere down the hall to my left, while to my right, I could only see dark series of doors, just like the one I exited. Okay. We're gonna go to the hall to the left since I'm left-handed. Yes, I'm left-handed. I'm actually kind of ambidextrous, so I'm not trying to flex. That was a weird flex, but okay. Then I stilled myself and carefully made my way down to the hall to the left as quietly as I could. The closer I got to the light, the clearer the sound of the fire crackling. Drawing closer still, exuberant smell took over my senses. Something was being cooked, something which smelled delicious and to a stomach as bare as mine, utterly intoxicating. I'd inched my way to the very edge of the open archway. Just inside the warm glow, the delicious smell. Turn back. Before we do that, we might be at the owner's chandelier house, so let's turn back. Despite my grumbling stomach, I turned around and surely there was someone in there if food was being made and the light was so bright. Yeah, and plus, do we really gotta take care of our hunger? I feel like we do, maybe. Let's go to the right. Let's see what happens in the right. I decided to head down the hall to the right. It was dark and quiet. I felt relatively certain I was safe and alone. As I headed down the hall, I passed a series of doors that all looked familiar. When I finally came to an entrance that was remarkably different from the rest, I paused in front of it and considered trying to enter. This room had two doors, framed in an ornate, pretentious design. Keep going into the double door room. That's interesting. Let's just keep going for now. I further down the hall until I was all the way at the end. I began to turn it back around when I heard a muffled voice through the nearby door. My first instinct was to freeze in place. I convinced I was about to be discovered, but the quiet voice continued to speak without missing a beat, completely unaware of my existence. I could tell a woman was talking. It was a woman talking, though I couldn't make out any words through the door. Even if I were sitting right next to whoever was talking, they were probably speaking their language and not mine. Let's sneak back to the bedroom. Carefully crept back down in the hall in the direction I came from. What do we do? I mean, we're already gonna make our presence be known, I feel. So let's go back to the left, because I know I'm kind of hungry, you feel me though? Like, a girl gotta eat, you feel me? Let me peek in. Let me see what's going on. Oh, I made a little noise. Unable to restrain myself, I carefully peered into the room with the glorious smell. Before me, I saw a large kitchen, and a large fire was responsible for the bright glow. And above the fire pot, where no doubt the food could be found. My appetite was ravenous as it was. I couldn't restrain myself any longer. I quickly made my way into the room, where I was inexplicably alone, and I couldn't help myself to the soup bubbling in the pot. Are you just gonna eat it? I just said peek in, bro. What you mean? Nothing was ever more delicious. Look for a knife. Ooh. Search the kitchen. Hold up. I glanced around the kitchen, looking for anything noteworthy or curious. There was some dirty rags on a preparation table nearby, as well as some small row of bowls filled with uneaten soup. I picked one of the dirty rags and cleaned the sticky residue from the windowsill off of my hand. It was from the window that got the sticky residue on my hand. I found uneaten meals strange. There were 4, which none appeared even slightly eaten. I wonder why. Look for a knife. Let's see if we can find a knife. It occurred to me, being in a kitchen, surely be knives at hand. Eager for a means to defend myself, I searched for a kitchen and knife. Ooh, I got one. But I found one before too long, a large unwielded thing, but a very sharp edge. Head back to the main hall. What's up? I backtracked until I was once again in front of my bedroom door. Might as well peek. Let's see what we doing over here. Enter the double door room. Okay, let's do that. The doors were heavier than the bedroom before door had been, but inside the room was much too dark to see anything. I thought I could make out the shape of drapes, but I could perhaps venture out inside and pull them open and let them in the moonlight. The doors were heavier than the bedroom door had been. Venture in and open the drapes. Close the doors and stay in the hallway. All right, let's open the drapes. What are you doing here, Casper? Took a deep breath and made my way into the quiet, dark room. I headed straight for what I was hoped a window. I reached out my hands in the darkness, brushing them slightly across the fabric texture window drapes. I felt a wink of relief as I pulled the drapes open. Oh, skulls. What the freak? Ah! Unmistakably human, or at least something very similar to human. 3 skulls propped up like trophies on a table. That is creepy. What are those, those brownies? Skulls were preserved pristine and pale bone shining in the moonlight. Where was I? Who are these people? I am disappointed. The woman I had watching you is obviously unworthy of her salary. I jumped. I didn't quite recognize the voice, even though I felt like I should have. Now, no need to be so tense. You are my guest. I do not want to see you in a dark room, bro. I turned around and I saw the blonde man from the docks. He'd been talking with Erno before as well, when I woke up. How many times I had woken up and fallen back asleep? Are you feeling all right? He stared intently, searching my face for its secrets. I was hungry. Who are you? Am I going to end up on another trophy? Yeah, let's ask the real question here. Am I gonna... You. I've started you? How long before I'm reduced to a skull on the display as well? How... What? Genuinely surprised, he contains a smile. You've certainly been lurking around. Seems you have discovered my Western leatherback accolade. Your what? It's a long story. I'd be happy to tell it another time. If you're feeling up for it, there are some things the healers wanted me to ask you. Do I have a choice? You're asking as though I have a choice. Of course you have a choice. I stand to gain far more with you on my side than working against me. But if I choose to work against you, it's not as though you'll let me do as I please. Untrue. Whether or not you choose to stay in this house, I have gained something. Moreover, I am unwilling to vilify myself quite so that I can take you prisoner. What have you gained? And what it is have you gained? His smile was cryptic, calculated. Information, confirmation, a few promises. You may not choose to work with me, but either way, whatever effect you have on this society, I can obtain and control. And what is that supposed to mean? It means no matter what you choose to do, one way or another, I'll find a way to get what I need. Your very existence, in a way, enough of a prize. An unsatisfying answer. Come, let's discuss. Erele, a well-respected healer that I contracted to work with us, compiled a list of symptoms and proposed treatments. Symptoms of the Cuthantel? Yes. What little research we have regarding the Cuthantel always concerns its application to elven bodies. A general sense. Your kind are not as hearty. Shut up. What? How do you know that? It's debatable if you like. We only assume that a human would succumb to anything far easier than an elf would based on how our people respond to other things. But I have no interest in convincing you of your physical inferiority, nor of my superiority. These are mere assumptions, not facts. Keep sucking. Still, it would be better to have contingency plans all the same, no? The research is grim even for the best of specimens. Then, what does the research say will happen to me? The research only suggests what may happen. But don't lose heart. For every word of despair, there's a word of hope. Of defeat, power. The freak is wrong with you, dude? What kind of power? I want power. Alright, I'd rather be normal. What kind of power? You still haven't told me what specific dangers I face. Yeah, you haven't told me that. Don't tell me how is it I might suffer. I only. Very well. First to mind, madness was common theme among those who taken the cut and tell. Debilitating, dangerous, self-destructive madness. Oh, great. Things have been a bit strange. What else? And in addition to the madness, need there be an addition? Is your mind turning on itself not the worst fate of them all? I still want to know what else. Well, death in its many forms, from the simple, quiet kind occurring in deep sleep to the agonizing, tormented kind occurring after days of suffering. The text suggests the body rejects the cut and tell. How it kills, specifically, we can only guess at. If you are to perish, I have been contacted by a host of healers eager to determine the cause. We? Of course, you and I are both in an unexpected situation, forced to adapt. You? I'm the one adapting. Then what are you proposing? Why do I get the feeling I'm not going to like this? I'm the one who's adapting. Yeah, bro. What you mean by that? What you mean by that, bro? You're hardly the one who's had their entire life uprooted. You're hardly the one with the coveted plague in her body. Bro, I mean, we don't know this man, so we can't be just assuming. True on both counts, but don't discount my role in this. Do you not know how many years I spent tracking down the cut and tell you ate, drank? 43. Do you know how much coin passed hands to locate it? Wait, 43. I don't. Ooh, bro, let's be savage. I want my points up. I don't care. None of which is relevant. The fact remains, this all occurred beyond my notice, without my consent, and certainly without my approval. And since when we have not been accountable for our missteps, knowing or otherwise, we are not at the mercy of the wind. You obtained the cut and tell from a pirate, Akila. You are not all that innocent. I was not the one who obtained it. He stuck it in my bag. I did not trade with him. He snuck it into my pack. My auntie mixed it in a drink, and I had no idea. A bizarre and unlikely story. You weren't there, homeboy. It's the truth, and it doesn't matter. Even if you find yourself a victim in all of this, you're still subject to the consequences and dangers of the cut and tell. Shut up, bro. You talk too much. I began to feel overwhelmed, and my world began to get hazy again. I still wanted more information. The more I heard, the more difficult it became to listen. Dulai smiled in a way I assumed it meant to be comforting. I don't like this dude. Get the freak out of my face, bro. Perhaps it would be better to pace this out. Take a chance to reacquaint yourself with the waking world, and I will gather the information I've collected and present it to you this evening. You can have the run of the estate in the meantime. No, I want to know more now. Ooh, bro, I love how feisty we are, bro. I'm tired of being kept in this dark. I'm tired of elves making demands. I'm tired of being herded and controlled. No one could fault you for wanting to understand what's happening to you, Akila, but we need to be careful. The past few times you've been awake, you've lost consciousness, and I rather risk that again. We should take things slow. I'm not going to faint again. That is what I hope as well. So that you can... I sighed. You're not going to tell me anything no matter what I say, are you? No, not right now. And I apologize for the frustration, but I would be happy to answer all that I can this evening. Then I suppose I'll wait. Thank you. It's not like I had a choice. Thank you for tending to me. You know what? I'll give him some sympathy because he's been patient with my stubbornness. I'll give him some patience. Thank you for tending to me. I suppose I should say thank you too. Have I not been ill? Found myself in a great deal of trouble? Surely you guessed I am not acting out of kindness of my heart. Don't make me go back. I will say no. Nevertheless, I appreciate being alive. as do most of us. Perhaps you'd like some air out in the garden? What passes for a garden in the mouth of the city anyway? It'll be light out in an hour or so. If you are uncomfortable in the dark, you mustn't be too afraid of the dark, exploring as you were. Oh, and Akila, do you recall meeting an elf named Heron when you were aboard the Bastion? Heron, young, pleased with himself. Yes, I met him. Delay sighs. Heron and Anor will be over this evening. Heron has been relentlessly trying to get an audience with you. He's been at it for days now. They're bringing over their own records concerning the Continental. I suspect you'd be interested. 2 birds, 1 stone. They're on for information? What information do they have? I told you that the records from the era of the Continental are rare and poorly preserved. Most of the Galilean history is like that. Anything predating our arrival on this island, the island we call Gallia, is scarce and ridiculously valuable. The bulk of our historical tracings are in privately owned collections. That seems odd. It is. Neither the Crown or the forces have ever made any attempt to gather our ancestral trappings. No interest in preserving, protecting, or even studying. Lonre has a particularly keen interest in collecting artifacts from ancient Galileans. Hard to know what his interest in history is. Lonre, Heron and Erno's father. Ooh, we gonna meet his daddy? Something odd about Lonre's name. But whatever reason for Lonre's interest, it is our fortune tonight. His sons, not without their access to Lonre's collections, have volunteered to aid us in our research. I see. That's convenient. Yes. If you need anything, there are servants about that can assist you. Somewhere. I spent the rest of the day in the room. I woke in my room, as Delay called it. A days lingered while I tried to prepare myself for dinner with the elves. What answers could I hope to get from these elves? Delay seems as trustworthy as a golden snake in the wheat field, from what I can remember of Heron and Ernell. Heron's mind is scattered and difficult to place, and Ernell's is hardly my ally. If the Catatel is so mysterious and so unknown, did they even have answers to give? I felt certain dread, both in suspecting I'd never get answers, and in fearing that I would, knowing exactly what it was that nestled in my belly, slithered around my veins, stirred up in my head. Akila, who the frick is Skylar? Looked toward the voice, immediately felt wary. A woman entered my room without waiting for a reply and stood before me. Ooh, okay, hold up. Bad queen. You just went to the Met Gala, huh? I'd never seen her before. She wore an unfriendly expression. Isn't it polite to ask permission before entering a room? I'm gonna be nice, because I've been feel like I've been like stabbing everyone at the throat. Hello. Domo. Greetings. Have we met? No, we haven't. Well, you're Akila. Yes. I see. What do you want? I want to see the girl who's causing all the commotion. The girl who's incredibly unlucky. Maybe stupid. Rude. Unlucky. Well, goodbye then. Then I suppose now you'll be on your way. Aren't you at all distressed? Nervous about your impending demise? Bro, you can't even open your eye. That is your demise. At the moment, my biggest concern is the strange woman in my room. If you think I'm strange, you should hear what they're saying about you. Alright, I'll bite. What are they saying? What you expect? You're a selfish, foolish human who consumed the cut and tail to cover up a crime, and now will pay for it in a gory tenfold. I didn't. That you're disheveled and oblivious to be expected, of course. Does this mean you're not leaving? I just wonder how long your nonchalance will last you. I took a deep breath and focused carefully on the woman who's still not introduced herself. Why did you really come here, bro? Like, I will roast you in an instant. You don't want the smoke, bro. Why did you really come here? You didn't just come here to warn me. No. So? She sighed, and avoiding making eye contact. I got a bad feeling. As much trouble as you're in. You're not any good for the people around you either. I don't want you here. What do you expect me to do? Is that your decision? Is that up to you? Ooh, I like her look on her face. Like, back off, queen. I'll bite too. No. By the way, dinner's almost ready. Look in your dresser. I already looked in it, ho. Get with the program. We on Food TV channel. You still on Backyardigans. The woman stepped back outside the room. I don't need her. Shut up. Good riddance. Well then. The dresser. Alright, Galilean attire. I just unlocked. Oh, I'm changing my attire. From the window in my room, the sky had turned lighter gray, only to darken again. The wet haze outside thus far had been a glooming constant. Few windows in Delai's house. The interior was mostly black, so inside it was always dark. The maid who fetched me said only 2 words, come, and of course tried, and true favorite, human. Elves are racist, man. I'm gonna get the box cutters one day. She led me through a house until we came a pair of large doors. She stopped in front of one, waited for me to open the other. Okay, ooh, look at this place. Oh, they're here. Before me, I saw Delai, Haran, Ernol, and Skylar in an extravagant dining hall. The only person I can really trust is Haran and maybe Delai, but I don't know. Akila. This dude is horny. Keep it in the pants, Holmes. Oh, look at my drip. Okay, drip's all right. Y'all gave me the slave drip. What the freak? All right, y'all, I guess we're gonna stop it here. So my Dow is pretty low. Discord is kind of going. Charity a little bit up. Desire, virtue, might. I like that my might is going up. I do need to get my rest so I can not fall asleep too much, so I'm gonna start getting more sleep. But yeah, this is pretty much cool, man. Like, I really like this so far. The characters are very interesting as well. Like, what are their objectives? What do they want from our main character? Because it seems like the cut and tail is the only focus point, but then I feel like there's a bigger goal. It feels like Delai wants a bigger objective than just trying to get, you know, us to chorus and stuff. So we could definitely not trust him. Only person I really honestly trust is Vadane, but then you never really know, you know what I mean? Like, people's objectives. Like, Heron really seems like fascinated with us. Like, even looking right here, like, look at this. Like, he's obsessed with us. Now, maybe there is knowledge about the cut and tail that we just don't know. So next episode, we're gonna try to peer more into Heron and see if we can get more information about the cut and tail. But everyone else, they can get the red dot to the forehead, because I don't care. But what do y'all think? Let me know your opinions, your thoughts. Who do you think we should trust more when it comes to these options? Should I be more daring? Should I be more reserved? Should I be more nice? It's up to you, homie. But anyway, that's pretty much it. And shout out to Balcony for recommending this game again, because this is dope so far. Anyway, y'all stay blessed. Keep your head super strong. I'm gonna see you when I see you. Peace.